music, just hit us up. We got so much that we can discuss. Come to the booth and turn up with us.
Hey everyone, welcome to All Star Studios. I'm your host, Universe Dragon, and today with me, I am joined by none other than Nurithelotus. How are we doing today, Nuri?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So far, fantastic. I'm doing great. Really happy to have you here. You have an amazing voice. You've done a lot within this community, but we will get there in just a second. First off, what got you in Horizon? How did you get here?
I kind of just like one day just like bought an Oculus and then just like landed here. You know, I just kind of put myself out there, got in the metaverse. I think the moment I was like discovered at Mahogany and then I joined a tour, that kind of like changed everything. So like one person discovered me, which I can name that name later, but one person discovered me and then it was just like a wrap afterwards.
That's wonderful. A lot of people didn't get here. They didn't come in to do music. A lot of times it's something that just kind of happened. Is that how it happened for you? When you first got to Horizon, was music, were you pursuing that or just kind of
I
stumbled
never
upon it?
planned on singing in Horizon, like ever.
And
never
how do you
planned
feel
on.
that has changed things for you, since you have been singing?
I feel like it's helped me get on a journey to developing myself as an artist and like just perfecting my craft as an artist, So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, is music always been something that you've been into? Is it something that started
Absolutely.
when you got in the metaverse, or is this something you've been doing?
Yeah, this
some
is
time?
like I've always been like doing like Disney Channel auditions, Nickelodeon, American Idol, The Voice. Like my mom always put me into like stuff as a kid. Like I literally started singing at like 2. So like
Okay.
singing has literally just been like in my family. Like I have a family like that were in like famous groups like High Five, which is like an old school group.
I love me some
My
High Five.
brother's been singing. My brother's been singing for a long time. Everybody in my family sings and raps. So it's
Okay.
just kind of been like, it's just like in my blood. So it's a culture for me.
I mean, that is, really, it's in your blood. At this point in time, if it's more of a generational thing, I honestly, I got a lot of that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to music, but yes, it is amazing that that you have brought that talent to this space right here, and been able to perform for people and really display your craft inside this space. You know, how do you feel that this space has helped your music in general?
I feel like people um, respond to your music differently, like as an artist in the metaverse, as opposed to IRL in real life. I think that it's kind of just given me like more confidence, like just because people actually like support you more in the metaverse, which is wild. But people really support you more, and it kind of gives you that confidence as an artist. Like, like if I can do this here, like who's to say I can't do it in real life as well?
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. And you guys hear this, so if you're not in this space and you're looking for some place to display your talents, this is a really good space for artists. And as you know, every week we have somebody out here. But again, this is one of those spaces that, and you can see more and more artists are bringing their calf to the space. So, and it's so lovely, to hear and everything that you've done. Um, you know, what what motivates you to stay? Because you say you've been doing music for a long time, and the thing about people who do music for a long time, a lot of them will lose that motivation, as they do it so long, whether it's either going the way they wanted to or not. A lot of people tend to lose that motivation along the way. What keeps you motivated in music?
I think I think the fact that music is my duty is a calling for me. So it's like when it's your calling, when it's your mission, that's the only thing on your mind until you complete that mission. So like I'm supposed to like heal people with my voice, and I'm supposed to change people, change people's perspective with my music. So I think that until that mission is like completed, that I'm gonna always like have this passion for like music.
I mean, that is, I mean, that is, I mean, music is healing. I mean, at the core of
It
it,
is.
and so to have and to be able to create it and allow people to heal from it, it is an amazing thing and it's amazing talent.
Right.
Again, not everyone has that. So it is nice that you've brought that to this space and have that ability to touch so many different ears within this space. So, what are your future plans with it? When it comes to music in here, like what are your future plans? Like, how do you want to continue to take your music to the next level?
I'm just not gonna stop. Like I'm just like until I get to a place where everybody knows me, and I'm just like I'm not gonna stop. So I think that people like like Lauren Hill always said, like fantasy is like what people want, but reality is what they need. And I think that I have real music. I talk about real things, realistic things, and people need to hear that. So until I get to a point where like everybody has experienced that, then like I don't think I'm gonna stop. Like I'm gonna just keep going. So
100%, 100%. I mean, that's what people need to hear. You know what I mean? That push, that consistency of doing the thing to get to that ultimate goal. So if somebody was coming into space right now, they just got here, fresh to the Oculus, or fresh just here in Horizon. What would you tell them? What advice would you give them if they're wanting to take a similar route to you?
I would say stay true to like who you are. Like stay true to what makes you happy. So like authenticity. I would center yourself around authenticity and um focus on like the things that you desire. Not necessarily the things that you just want, but the things that you want and need. And if those things, the things that you want and need, finding a balance within that, and then just like soaring after that, like just going for whatever, like whatever you want to set your mind to, like just going for that, you know.
100%. I mean, Noor, those are words of wisdom. You know what I mean? Like 100%. And again, there's plenty of people out here who need to hear that because, sometimes people are just wondering, what do I do? And especially when they're just getting to a space and they don't understand, the lay of the land just yet. And they're just kind of
Yeah.
getting their feet wet. Um, you know, Words like that is what they need, to
Yeah.
understand that they need to focus on those goals.
I
Um,
think anything that feeds your soul is what you
yeah,
should, you know, find and like stay true to. Keep close.
agreed. 150%. Um, now, so how can people find you, Nuri? Like, where can they find you? Where can they, hold on, first off, where can they find your music? How can people hear what you've made?
If you look up Trance Nuri, like you'll find me, but you'll find me on like Spotify or Apple Music under Nuri Indigo Lotus, like the color indigo, Nuri Indigo Lotus. But I have a new song out called Trance. And it's like literally my first single, and everybody knows I've been doing music for a while, so it's kind of like I'm really excited that like I finally like put out this single. So I'm really hoping everybody likes it.
That is amazing. That is amazing. You heard her. Go check out her new single, Trans, by Nuri Indigo
Indigo
Lotus.
Lotus. Do you want me to get
And
my
how can they?
social out? Or?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to ask. How can people find you? How can people find your social? How can they get in contact with you if they're wanting to?
Nuri, just like my name, Nurithelotus.vr. You can find me on Nurithelotus.vr on Instagram. So,
All right. Well, Nuri, I mean, again, I know you're a busy woman. So I really, really, really appreciate you taking time to come interview with me today, and really share, some of your journey with,
right.
with the audience, because I know they appreciate everyone that that we talk to here and you know, all the different routes that have led them to where they are now. So, really much
Absolutely.
appreciated.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to you to be your continued success and everything that you're doing in this space. You're doing big things, and I know you're going to keep making those big moves, and making big
Appreciate
noise.
that, Universe.
So
Thank you for having
100%.
me.
Oh, no problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you again. And as always, guys, thank you again for joining us for another week here at All Star Studios. Again, I'm your host, Universe Dragon. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, that you want to ask us, you want to ask Nuri, or anything that you're wanting to see on the show. Definitely put in the comment section down below. We really appreciate you guys. And again, we will see you next week here at All Star Studios.